What's up, guys? This log bait deck got a huge buff in the balance changes. The sneaky suspicious bush now does 13% more damage, which is something that you really have to respect. And Dagger Duchess, the best counter to log bait, now does 4% less damage, so less people are going to be playing it. That means when you go for Evolved Goblin Barrel on both sides, or spam with suspicious bushes and dark goblins and goblin gangs, they can't just ignore all of your bait cards anymore. Before the Dagger Duchess nerf, it actually felt like you were playing against towers and not players. Now, since bait cards can actually overwhelm opponents' towers, log bait has become even more of a menace. This 2.8 elixir fast cycle deck has been sprinting to the top of the game at rank 28 in the world. It's time to suspiciously slaughter our opponents and assert dominance. And big suspicious bush love to everyone that's supporting the channel with critter code SirTag. So darting through against death. Hopefully we can cycle our Dark Goblin early, but he's not giving us the opportunity spamming enemies. So instead, I'm going to go Ice Spirit, then Goblin Barrel. Always like dropping my Ice Spirit here because it's able to tank for the goblins who are able to get more damage if he doesn't have a small spell and cycle. Look at those goblins loading up the value. That's huge. Okay, I'm going to sus bush here. I think I can go Dark Goblin far enough away that it's able to kill everything and not get targeted. I believe that it might even kill the bowler here. Oh, come on, man. You don't have to be that guy. You don't have to be that dude cycling a Phoenix on my Dark Goblin. It's fine because that's going to be a decent trade overall with the Goblin Gang into the guards and popping the Phoenix. Wait, we're going to pop the ability here and then maybe get something else out of him like a bait card. Oh, come on. I was super hopeful that he would drop skeletons because a lot of times they'll drop skeletons to distract your boss bandit. And if they do, you immediately pop the Goblin Curse Rage and then take their tower if they're not going to have any small spells because they waste their small spells on the Goblin Barrel. The way that this deck works is just piloting quickly and getting the opponent to perish when they don't have the right position to defend. Oh, he missed the NATO. I guess people just aren't loving Tornado after nerfs, right? It doesn't do much damage to goblins anymore, so it takes quite a while for the Princess Tower to finish off the goblins. Even if you miss like one goblin, it's going to be very impactful. I'm not going to go Goblin Curse right now because I don't want to reveal my trap card. Instead, I'm going to wait for the pristine opportunity to get this guy to go in for guards and then steal everything from him. I'm going to go Boss Bandit plus the fake Goblin Barrel on the right because if the Boss Bandit's taking for the fake one still responds needed. Like you still need to stop that. You need to drop like something pretty hefty on it. Where the real Goblin Barrel on the left, unsupported, is something that will thrive by itself. So when you have something that's capable of tanking for the fake Goblin Barrel, always, always, always go in for the fake Goblin Barrel on the side that you have a big push going on. Because then the lone Goblin Barrel will be pretty difficult for the opponent to deal with. Wait, what if we go Boss Bandit here? And we go pop the ability, Goblin Curse Rage. Can we just take it out? Can we kill the bowler? It might be possible. Not quite. We do win the game very definitely. I guess if we defend this. Wait. The game's getting sketchy now. He's going to try to tornado me, probably. Oh, no. Don't do that to me. Sir, why are you going to be so aggressive like that? As long as we can kill this with the Cannoneer, I guess it's not that bad. Most log bait decks, if you're running Princess Tower and you match against Electro Giant, it's going to be an automatic loss. But I guess this deck is just built different, and this is a pretty easy win. Kind of cool to see an Electro Giant deck get defeated that easily with 0 building in cycle. Actually individually sacrificed each one of his towers there as we were able to shred the Electro Giant with just a Dark Goblin and a Cannoneer. All right, it's time to make this man panic at the disco. Our first play is to go Goblin Barrel Ice Spirit. This is not going to be great, but the Ice Spirit will take a bunch of the damage from the Dagger Duchess, so maybe we're going to force out extra elixir from our guy. Especially raging up that Goblin is fun. And then I'm going to go Goblin Gang as well, because if we're able to kill the Hog Rider early, the counter push will be nice. No. All right, so the Dagger is completely replenished, but hear me out for a second. Bro might not be able to kill these annoying little goblins. The bush goblins do a lot more damage now, so if they do lock onto the tower, we would be in a very advantageous position. All right, so the strat here is to definitely activate King Tower with the Dark Goblin and Ice Spirit. So if you guys haven't done this, pay attention to these placements. It will save you a lot of pain in the long game. We're going to get Goblin Gang down here as well, and I'm also going to go rage at my goblins because if he ever keeps his alive and he locks onto a Cannoneer, I lose the game instantly. Wait, our Spear Goblins are raged up too. Oh my goodness. I notice a huge difference to the Dagger Duchess. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section because typically this deck that I'm playing right now would have been played with Dagger Duchess, but after the nerf to Dagger Duchess, Cannoneer is objectively better, especially because, you know, if we are playing into Electro Giants like we did in the first game without a building, I think we lose if we're running Dagger Duchess. Just straight up, I wouldn't have been able to defend the Electro Giant at all. Okay, so in order to drop Dark Goblins in the correct spot, I think we can do this correctly. We're going to do here. But maybe it's going to be able to hit and then still go on the left side and maybe snipe a Valkyrie. Okay, we're going to pop the ability here as well. Can we just dash on the archers and keep the Dark Goblin alive? Not quite, but not bad. We're not going to lose the Dagger Duchess defense here either because it's completely out of ammo. And then we can go Goblin Curse Rage. Wait, this is phenomenal. Look at how many goblins I get in this face and no daggers available at all. His tower is not standing tall. It's going to fall. Let's go. This is awesome. We're going to go Ice Spirit. I don't know if that's the right play. I think that it's okay, though. I wanted to get more damage to the left side, so I justified it that way because I'm like, I'm going to take the right-hand tower anyway. Maybe I'm a little bit of a foolish individual for that, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'm not a silly sir. Hopefully, I can slime him. I'm going to try to go in for another Boss Bandit on the left side of the Valkyrie because we can want to rely heavily on this Dark Goblin if possible. Could be very achievable. I'm going to do this. Try to pull everything as much as I can. We're going to get a Goblin Curse down. And I do think with the Dark Goblin, we're going to be able to kill this. We're just going to lose our tower, which kind of sucks. But hey, we'll take both towers. That's how it's going to go, dude. Bro has a Mega Knight deck, so he does not deserve anything besides utter demolition. Dark Goblin takes the tower too. Nice. Okay, we can take 2, I think. Lots of Mega Knight players in this game. If you guys get the King Tower activation that I showed earlier, I think that you won't have as many problems. We get a Goblin Curse down so we can do more damage to the Hog Rider. Then I'm going to go Ice Spirit. Little Prince ability was obvious, so I didn't want to give him that luxury of locking on anything on top. Dark Goblin's still giving us value. You know what? I definitely think that this guy is going to take out my tower if I don't respond to that, so that sucks, but hear me out for a sec. He'll probably drop bait cards, and I think that we're going to be able to rinse and repeat the same interaction. Oh my gosh, never mind. Dark Goblin darting through and collecting the dominant W. I love that card. It's kind of like Flying Machine in Royal Recruit stacks where the Flying Machine locks that tower and wins you the game. It's just 3 elixir and speedier. We got a game against Mr. Skywalker, and our strat here is just to go for Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel. Generally, if we're matching into a Mega Knight player, activating King Tower is awesome, but I can't guarantee that that's going to be the play that we want to go right now. So I need to get back to Ice Spirit if I'm going to make that happen. Maybe the best play is to go Boss Bandit here and just counter the Mega Knight for a decent elixir trade. Meanwhile, we can also go in for a Goblin Curse or a Rage. I think Rage is better since it is immediate. Goblin Curse will still perform the exact same thing. It'll just take longer, so we will take damage. Don't really want to do that. Also, fortunately for us, we do incinerate the bomber there, so we don't have to spend any extra. Is the Boss Bandit gonna lock? Oh my gosh, Goblin Curse army here. Hey, buddy, give me all of your units. He wasn't able to bar barrel on the goblins because they weren't converted into goblins yet. That's insane. When he wants his cards to die quicker, so then they become goblins and then die to the bar barrel. There's no friendly fire on your own skeletons. I think he would have killed his own skeletons if he could have there, for sure. That's funny that his units like stayed alive. It's one time that Goblin Curse works out because you're able to stagger your bait cards. And we've never thought of that. Wait, this is a King Tower activation. Like 90% confident that this is a King Tower activation. We'll do this. Then we'll go Ice Spirit. And then we can go Rage. Beautiful! We clean up all the skeletons. If I missed a single Larry there, it would have locked onto my tower and I would have lost the game too. No, this sucks! Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. It's going to do so much damage if I don't get a Goblin Gang down because we're not going to be able to kill any of the skeletons for a while. We shoot them individually there with our Cannoneer, and then there's like a Goblin tanking for a whole horde of skeletons, and then it would just be rough. They would have barely like kept our tower alive, and we would have lost like 3,000 damage there. Anyway, bro has got arrows and bar barrel. It's just the ultimate mid-ladder menace. It's just how Clash Royale operates. The way I'm going to play is I'm going to use the evolved Goblin Barrel, the fake one on the right side, paired with the Ice Spirit that was tanking, and then try to get as much damage as I could in the other side. Okay, Boss Bandit needs the dash, like yesterday. All right, we're gonna Rage. We're chilling, we're chilling. Boss Bandit is so powerful. She's so strong. She's so loyal. She's so good. All right, we're gonna go Goblin Curse. Even though this guy's gonna have multiple spells with a bomber, it doesn't matter. Again, the staggering of the Goblin Curse makes the opponent waste their spells early, and then they lose. It's awesome. I actually, unironically, like the fact that Goblin Curse doesn't immediately convert the cards, because if it did, it'd be too easy for the opponent to swoop up and kill all the skeletons so fast. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to kill the bomber here, but hear me out for a second. I do have to focus a little bit because we have Cannoneer, so one slight slip up means that we lose the tower. Okay, all right, wait, we're good, I think. A few arrows, we have the poison from the Dark Goblin to clean up, so we don't have to worry. Let's freaking go. A little bit sketchy at the end, but we still secured the win against our Mr. Mega Knight friend as he's laughing in pure joy and bliss. Nah, there's really no way that a Mega Knight player with double small spells bomber is going to be happy losing against Logbait. So Felipe's got Cannoneer in the banner, but he's not playing it. I'm the Cannoneer enjoyer here. I do not want to drop a Goblin Gang, but I actually have to if I don't want to take damage against skeletons. The one time you're spooked about one elixir skeletons is when they're evolved, or if you have Cannoneer, and then it just sucks regardless. Okay, he's going to pop the ability, 100% guarantee. And the downside of this situation is if I go in for a Goblin Curse, I get cloned up goblins. Like, they die in one shot. So they might distract for a little bit, but they don't do much. Wait, is the cloned up goblin going to hit the tower? I don't think it did. Oh, that's disappointing. That would have been the first time in my life that I've ever achieved a cloned up goblin on the tower. I think I've done that before, and it's kind of derpy to be able to do that against a Skeleton King, but the reason why Clash Royale implemented that is Skeleton King would be useless, I would say. Like, people would just use the Skeleton King against it, but I think it's fine if the Skeleton King has a weakness. I would like it to be real goblins. You guys let me know down below in the comment section. Am I a crazy person, or am I straight about that? I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me know if I'm getting it twisted. Anyway, I don't want to twist this interaction in his favor. I got to go Goblin Curse. Probably want to Rage as well, just to immediately bamboozle those goblins onto the Night Witch. Then I can Ice Spirit. If you didn't know, the Skeleton King does not one-shot Ice Spirits, so you can take a shot there and be completely okay. All right, we're gonna let this go, and then the Dark Goblin cleans up all of those skeletons, fortunately for us. Also, he used arrows. Oh, he messed up. He done messed up. Let's go. You done messed up, Aaron. I think we're gonna ram your tower with goblins on all sides. Let's go, surrounding every angle. I wonder if he's gonna draw bait cards. Whenever we match into Elixir Golem, it's just so toxic that I gotta play my best because you guys hate when I lose against Elixir Golem. Instantly, y'all will unsubscribe, unfollow, ban me from the game, and say, like, Jake, you're a disappointment. The strictest parents ever is the subscribers against Elixir Golem. Anyway, I'm gonna go in for... Ooh, wait, Goblin Curse Rage? Because we're able to kill the skeletons, convert them, and then do extra damage to Elixir Golem blobs. We needed to cycle multiple Dark Goblins here if we have any hope of defending. I'm gonna go Goblin Curse, and then I think I gotta go in for a Rage, Ice Spirit, Dark Goblin again, because we're forcing out all of his stuff. We should be able to stop this, I think, as long as I get another Goblin Curse. It's gonna come down to the wire, but I'm a believer. Holy heck, that was insane. We stopped it somehow, some way. We got a Goblin Parade gobbling up everything in the right side too. And we got a Goblin Gang on the left too. What the heck? We got goblins everywhere. Goblins everywhere all at once. I'm gonna go Goblin Curse on the tower just because I need to. I need to get any bit of damage I can get. I need to cycle really quickly. And I think I should be able to get him if I Rage on the Evolved Skeleton so they don't cook me. Then I'm gonna go Goblin Curse again. And yeah, we win. GG, my dude. So glad to beat a Toxic Elixir Golem deck with Evolved Skeleton split, because when you got Cannoneer, it's very difficult to ever break through Evolved Skeletons. If one of them locks on the tower, it's instantly a 3-crown against you, because you'll never have the attack speed for a swift cleanup. Yo, we're matching into a rank 400 player. Let's go. So this guy's significantly better than me, and there's no better way to end the day against playing against a absolute challenge. This guy is a unit. Okay, kind of messed up though. Wait, if I can go Goblin Curse Rage and steal his stuff, we get 3 goblins on the tower? No, dang it. The top 400 reflexes are insane. This did not give me what I wanted at all. At least we don't take damage, but I think I will take damage soon. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to have to go in for a Goblin Gang into a Princess, but it's the only way of shutting that down. Also, matching it into Logbait when you also have Logbait, but guess what? I've got Cannoneer. It's kind of crappy. Really bad for me. I think this is probably the worst matchup that you could get because you don't have log for the Goblin Barrel. And then also the other bad downside of this is they're going to have log for your Goblin Barrel. And then you are going to have Cannoneer. So if they go for an evolved Goblin Barrel, you're going to have to defend both sides whenever they go in for the Goblin Barrel evolution. So we'll see what we can do here. It's just going to be a stinky situation. Hopefully our Fart Goblin evolution can get us out of the spot. I want to go in for maybe a Goblin Curse depending on what happens. Okay, wait. We can just use the ability, bounce backward. Be kind of okay with this. Then go Goblin Barrel, and then go Goblin Curse and Rage. Maybe he messed up. Maybe he done goofed. I think he's dumpstered. There's no way top 400 player wasn't ready. Oh my gosh. What did we just delete there? I don't even know what unit just got eviscerated, evaporated, whatever you want to call it, but it's gone. He might have lost a super high health unit there. 420 on the 3 crown because he was definitely not chilling and we were. Awesome stuff. Love seeing that win, and it's cool to beat one of the better players in Clash Royale, the best player that we played against all day, in a fitting fashion with the 3 crown, because beating a player of that caliber that quickly is not something that you ever expect. And dude had an amazing matchup too. He had Log, Goblin Barrel, and us. It only takes one slip up. If they don't have Goblin Barrel counter of Login cycle, they have to resort to using their Goblin Gang. And if they do that, they instantly lose to the Goblin Curse and Rage. Bush bash the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.